The most famous and wealthiest exotical in the world, Kim Kardashian, now has her eyes set on Elon Musk as a new boyfriend. See, the only reason why she was with Pete Davidson was so she could use him as a leverage to get more wealthier, more respectable white men. Okay? But she's fooling herself if she thinks that white men are all of a sudden going to forget all the black dicks that has been inside of her because she slept with Pete Davidson. It's not going to happen. Once a woman is affiliated with black culture or black men, her value goes down drastically. Okay? She has even gone as far as to alter her appearance in order to appeal to white men. She had her butt implants removed. She lost weight. She dyed her hair blonde. Everyone knows that Elon Musk loves blondes. He makes all of his girlfriends and all of his wives dye their hair blonde. Okay. He has a fetish for blonde women. So I don't think it's a coincidence that she's walking around with blonde hair and talking about she wants Elon Musk. Okay. But no amount of witchcraft, no amount of altering your appearance is going to make the white man want you once you've been ran through by a bunch of nakers. Point blank, period. All right. And a lot of you exoticals are going to meet the same fate. OK, you're going to have no issues getting these high quality, quote unquote, black men. But once you're done getting the money and the funds that you want, and you think that you're going to go into the white man's world and get you a respectable white man, you're not. Okay? You're going to be deemed undesirable no matter what you look like. Kim Kardashian knows that her proximity to whiteness and her exotic looks, quote unquote, is a commodity in the black community. That's why she goes after these wealthy black men, okay? She knows what she's doing, okay? She uses one black male after another and pretty much uses him for his money and his connections, all right? These exoticals have no problems obtaining quote unquote high value black men. Okay. Her first husband is a Grammy nominated music producer. He got married to her when he was 29. She was just 19 years old. And their marriage only lasts 4 years. Now, he's the reason why she got so much plastic surgery because he didn't like her body the way it was. So she wanted to appeal to the black man. She figured that if she turned her body into what the black man wants, that she is only going to level up and get better quality black men. She ends up moving on to Ray J. Now, Ray J is the little brother of Grammy award-winning singer Brandy. And so Kim Kardashian ends up making a sex tape with Ray J and selling it to producers. Now, Kim Kardashian was at the time friends with Paris Hilton. And at this time, Paris Hilton had a sex tape. Okay, this was before Kim had a sex tape. Paris Hilton had a sex tape that was leaked. Okay, and she ended up selling it to porn producers. This did wonders for Paris Hilton's career. It opened many doors for her. Okay, she ended up getting a reality TV show called The Simple Life that was very successful. She's getting endorsement deals. It really exploded and put Paris on the map once this sex tape was out. And Kim saw that. She is a social climber. Kim saw how successful Paris Hilton got off of this sex tape. So Kim was like, okay, I'm going to make a sex tape and I'm going to do it with the black guy at that. So my sex tape is really going to put me on the map. And that's exactly what it did. This sex tape is the reason why everyone knows who Kim Kardashian is. Because of this sex tape, she ended up getting her own reality TV show called Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So because she allowed a celebrity naker to nail her on camera, she got her own TV show that not only put her on the map, but also made her family famous as well. So now Kim Kardashian is officially famous. And as the money starts to come in and the endorsement deals start to come in, we start to see Kim making drastic changes to her body. Her butt was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Because of black men fetishizing Kim Kardashian's exotic looks and her big butt, this is what really put her on the map. Okay, not only was it the sex tape that put her on the map, her being a black man's preference is what put her on the map as well. Back in the 90s, this is what supermodels look like. This is the body that everybody wanted back in the 90s. Paper thin, anorexic skinny, collarbones jutting out, ribs cage showing. This was the ideal body in the 90s. Kim Kardashian changed the whole body trend in the 2000s. Because of her big butt and her popularity, more and more women started getting BBLs. Kim Kardashian is actually credited for starting the BBL skinny thick movement, okay? The skinny thick body type is having a very tiny waist and a big ass. Kim Kardashian is credited for starting that movement. Okay, back in the 90s, everybody wanted skinny bodies. But in the 2000s, everybody wanted the skinny thick body. At this time, Kim Kardashian is taking her newfound fame and her connections, and you're seeing her level up when it comes to the black men that she's getting with. She ends up dating and marrying Reggie Bush, and this was a big boost to her social status. Everyone loved this couple together. They supported this couple. Her fans absolutely adored that she was with Reggie Bush, and they were, for the most part, very popular and very high profile. Unfortunately, their relationship did not last, and their marriage ended up in divorce. As time goes by, Kim Kardashian goes from being seen as a girl with no talent to a billionaire CEO and a global phenomenon. And also at this time, she levels up to the highest black man that she's ever been with, which is Kanye West. Before Kim Kardashian knew Kanye West, she had zero fashion sense. She was often mocked and ridiculed in the fashion world. They had no respect for her. A lot of times they would never invite her to fashion shows and stuff like that. They looked at her as like, you're trashy. You came on the scene with a sex tape. You're some cheap reality TV star. We don't want you at our fashion shows. We don't want you wearing our clothes. Well, when she got with Kanye West, he completely transformed the way people looked at her. And at this time, you start to see her beginning to be accepted in more higher social circles. She completely benefited from being with Kanye West because it elevated her status to the point where she's rubbing shoulders with Ann Wintour, okay? Ann Wintour is like a god in the fashion industry, and she never liked Kim Kardashian. If it wasn't for Kanye West, Kim would have never been on the cover of Vogue. At this time, we start to see cracks in Kanye's demeanor, and you can tell by his drastic appearance change that something is going on here. In this photo right here, I believe they're at the Met Gala. He wore these blue contacts. And I think blue and gray looks good on dark skin, but I don't think these particular contacts did him any justice. Just made him look very creepy. But he also would dye his hair blonde and just really would change his appearance pretty rapidly. And normally when someone does that is because there's something on the inside going on, okay, that they're trying to express on the outside, okay? And I believe that at this time, Kanye is fully aware that Kim has never loved him. Kanye, on the other hand, has always loved Kim. And most black males look at Kim Kardashian as the top of the top when it comes to exoticals. So he feels like he's reached the top of the top when he got Kim Kardashian. As time goes by, you see him progressively getting worse in his mental health. Having outbursts, talking about slavery was a choice. He got slammed for saying that. He's trying to affiliate himself with the white man, and it didn't work at all. I think that he made himself look like a fool when he was talking to Trump. He did nothing for black Republicans, okay? All he did was make us look crazy, okay? And it was very cringe, okay? Him putting on his Magna cap and him trying to affiliate with Trump was nothing more than him trying to be as white can be for a black man, okay? He thought that this would work, but it didn't. It backfired in his face and made him look even more crazier. Okay. And then he started walking around with a face mask on of a white man. And this is very telling to me. I think that Kanye West hates being a black man. I think Kanye West is fully aware that it doesn't matter how much money he has, it doesn't matter how much fame he has, he will never be a white man. He will never have the status of a white man. And it's sad, but it's true. That is the world that we live in. And I think that Kanye West absolutely hates being a black man. Okay, at this time, you start seeing him crying, having all these emotional outbursts on stage, talking about his wife and his kids' personal problems on stage. Kim had enough, and she ends up leaving and divorcing Kanye West. Okay, once she used him up, she spit him out. Okay, once he was of no service to her, she had no problems discarding him in the trash. So Kim Kardashian moves on to Pete Davidson, and of course Kanye West is devastated. He's sitting on stage begging and pleading for Kim to take him back. She's not interested. I think that she has seen firsthand the degeneracy in a lot of black males, and she is finished. She is done. Matter of fact, she feels resentful to have a connection with black males because this has tainted her in Hollywood. So I think that she gets with Pete Davidson in an attempt to try to eradicate or erase the past of her being with black males. So at this time, we start to see major changes in Kim's body again. Kim no longer wants to be affiliated with black culture. She no longer wants to be affiliated with black men. So she removes her BBL, okay? And of course, she started another trend of women removing their BBLs. A lot of women realize that BBLs are nothing more than nacre magnets. She is done being the black man's preference, okay? Even though she's used black men to get to the height of success that she has reached, she is done and finished with black men, okay? And she has her sights on white men, and she has her sights on being accepted into white culture. So she alters her body yet again to fit more European beauty standards. I specifically think that the reason why she got with Pete Davidson is to open doors to other groups of men. She has been affiliated with black males for so long, and she realized that she's hit the wall. She realized that she will not be able to reach the status that she truly desires if she continues to mess with black men. So Kim Kardashian goes to the Met Gala with a white man for the first time ever. And this, to me, was nothing more than a ritual in order to solidify herself into white culture. She goes to the Met Gala with her white boyfriend. She takes a dress that was actually worn by Marilyn Monroe when she sang Happy Birthday to the president. I believe it was JFK. She is actually wearing a dress worn by Marilyn Monroe, and she bleaches her hair blonde. And to make it even a little bit more creepy, she actually took real pieces of Marilyn Monroe's hair and did a ritual. That is her words exactly. She said, I use real pieces of Marilyn Monroe's hair because I wanted to channel her. Channeling means to contact spirits, okay? So she is doing witchcraft in order to rid herself of the energy tied with being a black man's preference, okay? She does not want the world looking at her like the black man's preference anymore, to the point that she's doing witchcraft. Now, lo and behold, Elon Musk is also at the Met Gala. Now, Elon Musk is a very wealthy and powerful man, okay? He is worth $250 billion. Kim is worth $1 billion. Okay, so I believe that Kim is here, even though she's with Pete Davidson here, she's not thinking about Pete. She's thinking about Elon Musk. She wants to level up to these type of men. Here's a photo of Kim and Pete talking to Elon Musk at the Met Gala. You can see how Kim is looking at Elon. And I don't think it was a coincidence that she came to the Met Gala in Marilyn Monroe's dress, having pieces of Marilyn Monroe's hair, and have her hair dyed blonde, because everybody knows that Elon Musk likes blondes, to the point where he makes his wives and his girlfriends dye their hair blonde. He has a fetish for blondes. I think that Kim was fully aware that Elon Musk was going to be at the Met Gala. So she prepares this whole ritual of channeling Marilyn Monroe in order to catch Elon Musk's eyes. Look at Elon Musk's dating past. You will see that he definitely has a type. Here's a photo of him with his ex-wife. And as you can see, he made her dye her hair blonde. You can see by her dark roots that she's not a natural blonde, but he doesn't care. He pays for his women to have their hair dyed blonde. Okay. Here is a photo of him with Amber Rose. He dated Amber Rose. So it's clear that he has a type. Okay. Here's the mother of his child. Her name is Grimes. And as you can see, he made her dye her hair blonde. Okay, this billionaire has a fetish for white women with blonde hair. I don't believe in any coincidences. Okay, and I believe that Kim knew that Elon Musk was going to be at the Met Gala. Okay, and she knew that she needed to act fast. Okay, so she got herself a white man in order to prove that she is still sexually attractive to white men, right? And she went to the Met Gala with Marilyn Monroe's dress on and bleached her hair blonde and took Marilyn Monroe's hair and actually did a ritual, all in order to elevate herself high enough so she can get herself a Elon Musk. According to this article right here, it states that the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star is reportedly ready to move on from her ex-boyfriend, Pete Davidson, and has her sights set on Elon Musk, who is wealthier than she is. According to the story, Kanye West's ex-wife wants to make sure her next partner is as wealthy as Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Kim's mother, Kris Jenner, concurs with her daughter's desires to date a wealthy someone like the CEO of X-Space. Kris would love for her to date Elon Musk, but there hasn't been a sign of interest on his part. The story quotes a source as saying, so he is not interested in Kim Kardashian. Elon Musk has completely rejected Kim Kardashian, okay? And no one should be surprised here. All right, I've told y'all several times, there is no honor in being a black man's preference, okay? There is no status in being a black man's preference, all right? And being affiliated with black men certainly does not make you look attractive in the eyes of white men, okay? That's where that saying comes from. Once you go black, you can't come back, okay? White men created that saying to describe white women who mess with black men. Once you go over there, you ain't coming back over here, okay? The white man does not want the black man's leftovers. So there's been multiple studies talking about the double standards in interracial relationships. White women face a greater social cost than white men for dating outside their racial group. New research provided evidence that there is a greater prejudice towards interracial couples involving a white woman and a black man than relationships involving white men and black women. The study, published by Journals of Personality and Social Psychology, indicates that white women are derogated by other whites for dating outside their racial group, while white men are not. Okay, similar negative sentiments about white women who date outside as treacherous, promiscuous, and inviting violent rebuke pervades white nationalist newspapers and websites. And I've been to a lot of these white supremacist websites, and they don't seem to have a problem with black men sleeping with black women. They don't have no issues with that. They are absolutely disgusted at the sight of a white woman with a black man. This study also found that white women, but not white men, were perceived as being lower in status when paired with black partners versus a white partner. Pretty much a cum dumpster for black men for so long. And you think that putting on some blonde hair in Marilyn Monroe's dress is going to make Elon Musk forget that you are a exotical, therefore you're trash? Like, I don't think so. Elon Musk doesn't want anything to do with you, okay? He'll talk to you. He'll be nice to you. But as far as making you one of his women, absolutely not. And a lot of these exoticals love to come to divested black women's spaces and act like we're supposed to care about them. Bragging about being light-skinned and having good hair and light eyes. We don't fucking care, okay? And white men don't fucking care either. Go to a man of wealth and start bragging about having light skin and light eyes and good hair. Bitch, you're trash. They're going to fucking tell you you're ghetto. Get the fuck on. Okay? Like, being an exotical is not a badge of honor. And even Kim Kardashian with $1 billion still is not good enough for white men. Still ain't good enough for white men. For black men, though, they look at her like she's the cream of the crop. Okay? But to the white man, she's trash. Even to regular white men, Kim Kardashian is trash. Okay? So these exoticals can come to divested spaces bragging all they want. We know the reality. Okay? Kim Kardashian had to learn the hard way. This is very embarrassing. I'm sure she's in her mansion crying right now. Okay? Because she took her ass to the Met Gala. She prepared all these rituals. She thought that having a white man and having a white woman dress on and having bleached hair like a white woman and having Marilyn Monroe's hair was going to trick a man worth over $200 billion into being with her, and it didn't. This is the fate of a lot of you exoticals. Once you're used up, once your motherfucking looks fade, and you've been through the ringer from black males, you're going to be trying to crawl back to white men like, I'm going to get me a high class. No, you're not. They don't want you. Point blank, period. Okay? Elon Musk does not want the black man's leftovers. Most white men who don't even have wealth don't want the black man's leftovers.